Paradise, the word on every traveler's lips as soon as they witness the picture-perfect scenery that Bali has to offer. There is some kind of wonderland for everyone, and from world-famous surf spots surrounded by laid-back beach bars to impressive waterfalls, adjacent to luscious paddy fields. The vibrant, luscious greens of Bali's jungles and paddy fields are beautifully complemented by its fantastic coastline and neighboring islands. Whether it's the spectacular cliffs and crashing emerald waves of Uluwatu, or the long beaches, bouncing with live music in Canggu, there is plenty to choose from. Head offshore to the incredible islands surrounding Bali, to fulfill paradise dreams. Discover tiny islands, with white sand, and clear oceans. Such as Gili Air, or Gili Mano, where it's easy to see turtles, colorful corals, and tropical fish. Here, experience the simple pleasures of a world with no cars, and only gentle walks through palm tree forests, and fallen coconuts. For something a little more adventurous, experience the exhilarating island of Nusa Penida. An island that's home to extraordinary cliffs, swelling oceans, and mammoth manta rays. As magical destinations go, Bali is definitely up there, and there are the awe-inspiring temples in the tens of thousands, literally, and near daily ceremonies vivid, multi-sensory and loud, accompanied by chanting and clanging gamelan. Add to that endless beaches trimmed in aquamarine surf, pulsing with relentlessly curling waves topped with dancing surfers. There are miles and miles of verdant rice paddies, terraced so immaculately they've become iconic. Plus saturated emerald jungles alive with monkeys and waterfalls. Dreamy, highly Instagrammable private villas and hotels are everywhere, often quite affordable, fulfilling major hashtag goals. Bali has an energy about it that acts as a siren song to woo-woo wellness practitioners, design buffs and carousing Gen Z-ers in equal numbers, along with stoked surfers, spiritual pilgrims, yogis, beach lovers, plus plenty of celebrities and influencers to boot. Whereas the majority of Indonesia is predominantly Muslim, the Balinese are deeply devoted to Hinduism. There is an innate reverence for nature that is impossible for travelers not to feel. Expect to spend more time outside and in fresh air than you thought was ever possible. Blue skies, sea breezes, and coconut palms dominate the environment, with plenty of color added by frangipani blooms and bougainvillea. The most fulfilling and thrilling Bali holidays include a few locations, so don't stress about picking just one vibe or scene. It's best to combine a few, too, if you're short on time. Enjoy island time and the locals who are overwhelmingly generous, sweet, and genuine. All factors considered, it's nearly impossible not to leave Bali feeling far better, happier, healthier, and definitely more tan than when you landed. The jewel-toned Indian Ocean encircling Bali isn't the only place to splash around in crystalline water. There is a surprising number of thundering waterfalls hidden away off narrow roads and down seemingly endless steps. Thick in the jungle, adventure seekers can trek to falls with names like Sekumpul, Teganungan, and Nungnung to cool off and take the requisite photos. You probably won't be the only one there. Shangri-La, Elysium, Arcadia, Utopia and Bali are all synonymous with heaven. The only difference between them is that you can actually visit Bali. Many travelers have never been to this Indonesian island. Yet, the word, Bali, conjures daydreams of the most fantastical landscape. Towering volcanoes wrapped in a deep green canopy, sandy shores that fade into turquoise waters and curving coastlines crowned with staggered pagodas. And believe it or not, Bali rarely disappoints. You'll be amazed at how many different types of visitors revel in this paradise. The ordinary traveler simply stays at the palatial oceanfront resort and indulges in luxurious spa treatments, decadent cuisine and lazy sunbathing. But the historian will find his or her delights at the island's many temples, while the adventurer will discover new paths up an active volcano in Kintamani. Let's begin with the beaches and Kuta. A long arch of sand that stretches into Legian and Seminyak beaches was the original beach of choice for surfers who first started straggling into Bali in the 1960s. These days Kuta still attracts beginner surfers, with its gentle breaks and array of surf schools vying for the attention of newbies. But many people come to just hang out on the beach, swim and party as well. Those seeking big nights out tend to gravitate to the Kuta Legian area, with the style of parties tending to get more sophisticated and exclusive, generally speaking, as one heads north toward Seminyak and then to a lesser extent the much quieter Canggu area. Thumping bars, gourmet restaurants and designer shops vie for the attention of the crowds right across this patch of Bali. This is a good spot for families with older kids, with attractions such as Waterbomb Park and loads of water sports on offer. Sanur, on the east side of the island, is another of Bali's original beach resort areas. What it lacks these days in terms of trendiness it more than makes up for in terms of easygoingness. The beach is fringed by a reef, meaning the shore is safe for kids swimming, and a boardwalk along the beach makes pram pushing a pleasant rather than fraught experience. From either coast, head up north through patchwork rice paddies to the cooler hills of Ubud, the island's cultural and artistic heart. Check out the Monkey Forest, a revered temple sanctuary where primates who can be a bit naughty are boss. As well, look up eccentric Victor Mason and book in for a bird-watching ramble through the paddies. Ubud's dining choices in particular are superb. Whether you're after cheap and cheerful, authentic Indonesian or a world-class degustation. Cooler than Ubud still is the fruit and veg capital of Bali, Bedugul. Wander around the lush Bedugul Botanical Gardens, where Bali Treetop Adventure, which boasts an array of adventure circuits that include flying foxes, spider nets and swings. And perhaps try your hand at strawberry picking as well.